back to my channel. I'm glad you decided to come back. So today I'm really excited about this project. I'm actually doing this um, outfit for my daughter's 7th birthday. So I'm really excited about this. So first I'm just going to go ahead and start off by putting the paper bag in between the shirt because I don't want the paint to like soak through. I didn't know if it's going to soak through and all that. So just to save myself the hassle, I just decided to go ahead and put something in between. So here I'm just going ahead and trying to sputter the paint. Okay, so I did this technique and like it was okay, but I felt like it was just taking too long. So that's why I just went back to one brush. And I used that technique because I didn't want like big globs of it, but once you got that flick of the wrist, it was fine. Alright, so now I got the pants and I'm going to be doing the same thing the same exact way. And if you notice how like the paint disappeared a little bit, it's because I had too much water on there. So be mindful with that because I have to clean the brushes every time I use a different color. So be mindful about how much water is on the brush. Try to get it as dry as you can. So basically I just did this on the front and the back of each side. Nothing really spectacular, just flick their wrists and just keep it moving. So actually before I turned it over, I went ahead and dried it because I didn't want the paint to be getting everywhere, and it's just best to dry it, and I'll just go ahead and work with it a little bit better. Same thing for the shirt. Then after this, I just repeated the same process on the back. Okay, so right here I'm just kind of showing you how the pants look after they been dried completely. I think I had them drying for like a day, just because I wasn't able to get back to it yet. So what I'm showing you right now is basically stencils that I made, which is gonna be basically the pink lace that I'm gonna put behind the picture so it can show through, you know, uh, show through the pants. So right now I'm just going ahead and tracing these stencils out, and then I'm gonna cut them out in a minute. So here's the pink lace that I was talking about. So all I did was I actually took my daughter's one of her old outfits that she can't fit anymore. It was a little one piece, and I really liked the lace on it. So I was just like, yeah, that's probably gonna be cute on these pants. So I'm basically just taking the same stencils that I used on the pants to trace out the shape, and I'm basically putting it on this lace to make sure I have enough lace that will cover like the whole entire hole of the pants. So I'm kind of making it like 2 times bigger than what it could be, just to make sure I got enough material, because I can always go back and cut it down later. So now we're getting to the part where I'm going to go ahead and cut out the shapes that I made so I could start to put the lace inside of there. So that's all I'm doing right here. I'm just cutting out the little squares that I just traced. So now we're getting to the fun part. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the pictures on, but first I have to warm up the shirt itself. So the reason why I just used a plain white shirt is because my best friend and I thought of like, but really my best friend thought like, what if the lace, because I was gonna put it right on the lace, what if that was too dark and it would just make the picture disappear, or you wouldn't be able to make out what it was. So her idea was to just put on a plain white shirt so we wouldn't have to worry about that. And that's exactly what happened. So right now I'm just ironing the picture on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off, which you'll see in a minute, and we're gonna go ahead and go from there. One thing I do want to remind you about is if you are doing a picture that has words on it, make sure that you flip the picture, because if you don't, then the picture will come out right, but the words won't. Now what I'm doing is I'm just pretty much cutting these pictures down to size. I don't really need all the extra white. I was just doing that just to have something to put the initial picture on. So I'm just cutting it down as close as I can to get ready for this part. Now it's time for me to go ahead and put the picture on the lace, which is this is what it's going to be showing and how it's going to be showing through the pants. So I have this instant stitch tape, or whatever you want to call it. So when I iron over it, it's going to heat up and it's going to have the picture stuck to the lace now. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of struggle with this part because as I was ironing, like the pictures will move or the lace will move, so therefore some of the pictures came out like crooked. But it was okay as long as when I put it into the pants, the hole, that I just kind of like straightened out by pulling the lace and manipulating the lace to get it looking right. Okay, so this was another little struggle I had, but it all turned out okay. It's just trying to get that lace in there and trying to make sure the picture lined up. So I went ahead and did the other three, and that's what I'm doing right here. Just getting that lace in there, making sure everything's nice and laid down and all good. All right, now we back to the shirt, and basically I'm just doing the same thing. I just put the letters on there, and I'm just gonna iron those down. And same thing with the picture, and the letters just gonna be at the bottom. Okay, so I do want to point out that the letters in the picture on the front of this is transfer paper. So, with that being said, with transfer paper, you have to put everything backwards. So when you lay it down, it'll be forward. Versus the back, right here where I'm using vinyl, you just put it down the correct way, and it's just gonna go melt right into the shirt. Alright, so we back to the pants. So what I'm doing right now is I'm turning the pants inside out because A, I want to make sure that I got everything glued down, and B, I want to cut off the excess fabric like I'm doing now. So that's what I'm doing here. So now we coming into the little clothes and stretch, and now I'm just trying to bedazzle it. I'm just putting rhinestones on the pants and the shirt randomly and just gluing them down with the hot glue gun. And so once I got all of that down, this was the final look, and I loved how it turned out. And I'm so grateful that my best friend was there to help me get through this because it was a lot. But there you go.